Alright, so looking at Bitcoin. So, should I buy more Bitcoin in the month of September? As far as it goes, buying the asset, well, before I actually go and get into that, I will say this. I am not a financial advisor, so overall this video is going to be strictly educational. So my thoughts and opinions on Bitcoin, I'm just going to throw it out there. But yeah, if you decide to buy, sell, or trade your own Bitcoin, it's at your own risk. But overall, this is what I see and what I think. So right now, Bitcoin is it's just been bouncing around this channel for a little bit out of it, but overall, it looks like it's respecting the trend. I kind of had to add a line because this, I don't know what's up with this site, but overall, yes, it's flagging a little bit, but like we said in the last video for last month, it could have dropped down here, but it went halfway down and it went up again, and then it just kind of did its own thing. And now instead of sticking with the channel here, it's on the trend line. So at this point, what this tells me is it could be a good opportunity to actually buy more if you decided you wanted to get more Bitcoin, if you were someone late. I mean, it is at your own risk, but it is totally up to you whether you do it or not. But it would probably be best to actually look for the reaction, because at the same time, still, what if it did break down? I mean, actually, let me grab this just so I can actually just draw. I mean, if it kind of broke and went that way, that's when you had to be worried. But I would want to wait a little bit and look for some verification. But overall, it does look kind of good, but it's not exactly giving me much of a pattern to really say jump in for the buy. I mean, if you jumped in a long time ago, yes, you'd be in the safe zone. And I will admit, Bitcoin can be very, very weird. It doesn't really, like, I won't say it's like similar to other markets, but at the same time, there is that. Well, actually, that's not too bad. It is a possibility, but I would want to see more confirmation before jumping in again. But overall, it is at an ideal spot for anyone who wanted to just buy the asset and just leave it alone. Overall, we anticipate this asset rising anyways. So what I would say is, actually, let me look at a lower time frame. If you do buy, just make sure you just do it for the longer term. I mean, it doesn't it's not 100%, but if it breaks down here, then be worried, because it's breaking the trend line. And this trend has been out for a minute now. Let's see, and if it did continue to go down and break that trend line. There is that potential that it could go all the way down here once again, which is what we don't want. I mean, you can't, if you wanted it to get cheaper, that's fine, but the risk is totally up to the next person, the person that's not in the markets. So what are your thoughts on Bitcoin? Do you think it's going to go up, or do you think it's going to go down? Feel free to comment that information below. And if you felt this video was pretty helpful, feel free to give it a like as well. And if you need help actually getting into the position to buy Bitcoin, I will put a link to Coinbase in the description. You do get some free Bitcoin for signing up through the link. So for someone who needs it, feel free to click the link in the description. And then I'll put links to previous videos in the description as well. And feel free to subscribe as well. There's plenty of information on this channel as far as trading, stocks, a bit of everything.